all my fellow fighters in the Jewish community, Christian community, allies of the Jewish people and beyond. This is a difficult time for us, but I want to make a point about the most incredible Churchillian quote. You know, Churchill had eloquence beyond imagination. In 1938, he famously told Neville Chamberlain, who's become synonymous with surrender and kiss ass to Hitler, he said to him, "Nations that surrender die forever, but nations that go down fighting, even if they're defeated, are destined to be reborn." 2,000 years ago, the Jewish people took on the mightiest empire the world had ever seen, the Roman Empire. Even the rabbis were opposed to the Biryonim, to the rebels. They said, they're going to destroy the temple, we can't fight Rome. And they went down fighting. And indeed, the temple was destroyed, 1 million Jews were killed. They revolted again 60 years later under Bar Kokhba. And then it got really bad. Hadrian was the ancient Hitler he was the Hitler of ancient times. He changed the name of Israel. Jerusalem became Ailina Capitolina. He changed Judea to Palestina. He wanted to erase us from the earth. It took 2,000 years, but we were reborn. Here we are, State of Israel. Jewish people have pride. The problem is that we American Jews are the sheep, and the Israelis are the lions. And I'm really desperately looking for some lions to join me. How many events did we used to have here in Times Square that you saw me organize with thousands of people flying American flags, Israeli flags, saying I'm Israel flag with music and everything. And now they're all gone. And we're about to have Mamdani take over in 3 weeks. And I think he's not even going to give us permits because his city, the police, etc., we need permits. And yeah, free speech, but they can find a million reasons, security. We have got to find a generation of fighters. And you guys see me fighting on every front. And by the way, the latest thing, the death threats against me, the physical attack in Vienna, physical attack in Toledo, physical attack here in Times Square. Now it's converted all into lawfare. I'm being sued into oblivion, but I'm never going to give in. But whether it's lawfare, which has all been weaponized, because if they can't beat you, if they see you're not afraid of them, then they have to try to bankrupt you. Whether it's lawfare, whether it's physical attacks, whether it's the millions of memes I wake up every morning to the followers of Nick Fuentes and Takar Katalson, you say that 10 times fast, you get a free book from me, Takar Katalson, or Candace Owens, who I exposed, and who I got fired from Ben Shapiro, who was making millions of dollars off of her. And he's getting better, he should actually, but he should still do tshuva and repent. Or whether it's people so many people who really hurt the community from within. Alan Dershowitz, how much money did he take from Qatar to actually write that they were as righteous as Israel? We have to weed out the corruption from within. We have to start fighting from without. We have to develop a lion mentality. Because again, as Churchill said, nations who, God forbid, if they surrender, they become slaves and they may endure, but they ultimately die. The nations that fight back, even if they're defeated, are destined to rise again. It's not going to take 2,000 years this time. We're going to live forever. God bless you. I'm Yisrael.